I would like you to take a close look at this picture here. Imagine how many times you've felt this way. Do you feel it occasionally, or does it feel like every day your head is in your hands, unable to think? Do you ever feel headaches, muscle tension, fatigue, or sleep problems come out of nowhere? Do you ever find your mood filled with anxiety, restlessness, a lack of motivation, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the needs and pressures of life? Do you ever feel irritable or anger out of nowhere? Do you ever find yourself eating too much or too little, skipping exercise, or hitting the bars too many nights a week? It's entirely possible you are feeling the effects of stress. Now, that is a whole lot of things on a long list of stuff that might even feel overwhelming to hear. So, you're probably thinking, how do I know if stress is causing my life to become unmanageable? The fact is, your body doesn't care if it's a big stress or a little one. Regardless of the significance, stress affects the body in predictable ways. We age prematurely, our cognitive function is impaired, our energy is strained, and our effectiveness and clarity leaves us. Far too many people, for far too long, have ignored the signs and symptoms of stress. Chalking the symptoms of stress up to the cost of living, the reality is people forget that they control their lives and what goes on in them. I've been there, you've been there, that time when everything feels like it's falling apart. Understanding the mechanics of stress gives you the advantage of being more aware and sensitive to your own levels of stress and knowing when and how to take proactive steps. How can we diagnose excess stress? And how can we fix it? There are many methods and resources available to us in managing stress, controlling stress, and when to seek help. When we talk about acting to manage stress, we must remember that we can control how we respond to stress as well, according to Paul Polidoro of Everyday Health, published 2018. Not just managing stress in the macro sense, but in a micro sense of how we are controlling it within us. Some people respond well to stress, and some people do not, but that doesn't change the fact of its effect on the body. Not allowing ourselves to fall victim to our own emotions, thoughts, and attitudes is the first and last line of defense. The best way to manage stress is to address it the moment it comes up. Allowing stress factors to fester will multiply the drain on the body. They can and will cause a cascading effect where not only the initial stressors acting upon the nervous system, but the stress of having stress creates an almost untenable situation for most people, notes Help Guide website and a 2018 webpage titled Stress Management. Meanwhile, according to Pietrangelo Watson of Healthline website, published 2018, regular physical activity, relaxation techniques, socializing, and making time to do the things you love to do is not only the best way to manage a sound and balanced lifestyle, but it is also the simple cure to many causes of stress. The hobbies or pleasures that make waking up each and every day fun do not exist solely to please us, but to keep our souls on an even keel and to take our minds to clear places that allow us to reset our bodies and more readily prepare for outside stress factors. A body under too big a load for too long will never stand tall. Eventually, it will bend and break. When the body is stressed, muscles tense up. Muscle tension is almost a reflex reaction to stress, the body's way of guarding against injury and pain. With sudden onset stress, the muscles tense up all at once and then release their tension when the stress passes. Chronic stress causes the muscles in the body to be more or less in a constant state of guardedness. When muscles are taut and tense for long periods of time, this may trigger other reactions for the body and even promote stress-related disorders. For example, both tension-type headache and migraine headaches are associated with chronic muscle tension in the area of the shoulders, neck, and head, according to the American Psychological Association, in a 2018 dated document titled Stress Effects on the Body. Aiming to find ways to manage your stress that revolve around activity are crucial for the management of stress, as well as the overall well-being of your body, mind, and soul. It's not easy to ask for help. People perceive this as a sign of weakness, but it is nothing to hang your head about or see shame within. Know when to seek help. It just may extend your life by many, many years. When seeking help, if you're not sure if stress is the cause or if you've taken steps to control your stress but your symptoms continue, see your doctor to get a professional opinion, notes the staff of the Mayo Clinic website, published 2018 in a page titled Stress Effects, Symptoms. If you do choose this route to seek licensed professional doctors, know that you are doing the right thing to finally live a life where the small things are enjoyable, and your mind can take pleasure in the activities that make you happy, rather than always trapped in the void of painful worrying. We don't always know whether stress is the cause of our fatigue, our anxiety, our tension, lack of motivation, or simply feeling overwhelmed in general. Maybe we're not suffering from stress. Maybe we're just not making enough time to do the things that keep us balanced. Or maybe there are outside mitigating factors in our lives that are simple, removable sources of stress. I urge you to take a good, long look at your life, the way that you live it, and the manner in which you do so, and search for whether you can limit your exposure to unhealthy, long-term stressors. I guarantee you will sleep better tonight, if only for simply acknowledging that there may be a stress in your life that is detachable. Tomorrow's you will thank you. I'm no doctor, but what I do know is that how we take care of ourselves today determines how we will live each and every day in the future as we carry on.